Bro.
Taking a minute to start, I'm guessing?
While I was trying to take care of some things.
Gotcha.
And let's see, who are we still missing? Trav, I messaged him, he hasn't messaged me back.
Hey, Finn, check this out. Trav got me into that secret island Danny has been doing. We just happened to end up in the same game the other day when we did a session.
I see.
Pretty cool.
Mic check 1 2 on 2. Everything good on my end?
Yep.
Are we live?
At the moment, yes.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Kyle. Alright, so where we last left off, you guys had arrived in New Orleans, where you decided to stop off at a tavern to get your bearings. It's where you are currently.
Alrighty then. I has to go upstairs. I'm gonna get the road tunnel, then I gotta go upstairs for a minute. Has somebody gotten Finn yet? I'm not Finn Trav.
Nope, I messaged him, he hasn't messaged me back.
Alright, I gotta go upstairs. Bye bye.
So what are you doing, Kyle? Alright, so you approach the bar.
Alright. So, Talo, how long have you been traveling with this troop?
Sorry about that, I'm back. Trav's gonna send you a message here in a minute.
Hmm. Intriguing. Um, I was just wondering, because from my understanding, and as you've plainly made it obvious to me, most individuals aren't accustomed to interacting with mutants. Oh, right, sorry. Yes. Species. I understand. It's I wouldn't say my concern, but I suppose my question still stands, given that you don't seem to be too bothered yourself either, even though you still deal with the stigma. Hmm. Corvus just kind of awkwardly like just shifts about because he's hasn't really actually conversed with anyone for God's knows how long. So, yeah.
Sorry. We're trying to sort this.
Yeah, I can tell.
Well, it is doing that because for you to be picked up in my streaming sound, I have to have your volume on.
But why is it picking it?
Because you're echoing through your own mic.
You have to put push to talk.
No, she has to.
Alright.
Okay, so OBS is using my sound to broadcast all of our sound. So if I have you set to no sound when you speak, nobody is going to hear you in the stream.
Okay. um. So. I haven't really interacted with your species that often. What can you tell me? I'd like to learn a little bit more.
Text.
I should just speak through my mic now.
Alright.
So you asked about interacting with other species?
Yes, I haven't really encountered your species before, so I guess suppose it's more academic curiosity.
So I'm a lab specimen for you. Flattering.
It's not a bad thing to be. You're acting as a sample for your entire species. It's technically it's a great honor. Your words are being used to inform me about a general experience.
Well, much like your people, there's a wide variety in the culture and the behaviors that you find.
True. So speak of yours.
Interrupted. Did you say, Kyle?
I said true, so speak of yours.
Well, personally, I came from the sunken city of old New Orleans, and I mean, I guess I don't particularly see a huge difference in the way that we tend to structure or run our society as compared to the people up here, except that I think that we are maybe a little bit less affected by all the wars and whatnot. So it tends to be a more close-knit community, I would say. People are a little more trusting of each other than you oftentimes find here on the surface. A lot of times, if we run across things from the old world that have sunken and whatnot, well, it's really a field of academic study at this point to research, all these things of these old humans. There's actually some funny relics that place my people in a funny light. They really didn't have a good concept of what our people would actually be like at all, before we became, public, I guess you would say.
Right, before the fall.
Yes. So, besides that, a lot, I would say, is fairly similar. But things are also a little bit less structured than humans tend to like them to be.
So,
to, as you would say, go with the flow a little more.
so more like a tribal society? It seems, based on what you're telling me, it seems like you were less affected due to your amphibious nature, so you didn't really have to interact with the looting and all that.
I don't know that I would say a tribal society is, there isn't. People on land like to draw a lot of imaginary lines and place importance on that. Under the water, we're all citizens there. There's not really reason for us to draw these distinctions outside of explaining to somebody where you came from. If they're from a different part of the swamps or the ocean or whatever, it's nice to be able to give them an idea of where you're from. But there's less importance placed on exactly where you come from, although everybody has, their quirks and whatnot, depending on where they grew up.
So a communal society. You see, from where I come from, property rights are literally everything. They govern an order, the law. However, things are meritocratic to a large degree.
Why is everything under such strict control? Doesn't it hamper your progress?
I wouldn't necessarily say so. The reason why I go up and whisper to her, new babble. is so strictly regulated is due to the fact that without order, there is chaos. And given the times that we live in, the current state of affairs with literal monsters from what were once fairy tales running about, collecting whatever they can, like we're cattle, it's necessary in order to preserve our species. And progress is still maintained. Everything that we orient ourselves is towards research and development. Every position that everyone has is given to them based on their qualities and what they bring to the table.
I believe that the humans before the fall also believed that their laws and structure and order was going to save them, and yet here we are.
Just kind of like give her a long look, and I say, everything was as controlled as it could be. But once those bonds fell, once order fell apart, everyone cannibalized each other. Not only were we dealing with monsters and demons and all sorts the like, we were dealing with our brothers, our sisters. It's important to have order and structure. At least we become the very things we fight.
Humans have been, and not just humans, but I feel that humans are the least self-aware concerning it. Have always been nearly as bad as the monsters that they fight against.
Still, I do appreciate a little bit of what you shared. It's good to understand where you come from.
I am, and I hope I don't come off too negative, but I think sometimes it's easier for people outside of a group to see into a group. But I do hope one day that I really can go to, we'll say your hometown, and see everything there. I imagine it's quite different from anything I've ever known.
Most assuredly. It's probably the one place you can be safe.
That I trust any place to be safe.
There are certain sacrifices one must make for that, but it's better than being treated like, well, like I said earlier, cattle. Even here, there's always the risk that a large enough swarm of creatures could overtake this place.
Which is why I don't necessarily feel that any place is particularly safe. Even if the monsters can't get in, there's the monsters that are within.
We have counted.
There are no monsters in town. This is the safest place you could be. Now buy a drink or stop sitting at my bar.
All right. Mind you, I still look like a curmudgeon old man. I ordered her around for myself and for Talwa for sharing what she did.
Just so you know, it's Talawa.
Talawa. Sorry, I'm not quite used to. What does it actually mean, if it does mean anything?
It probably did when she looked it up
Yeah,
a long time ago.
Damn it, keep in character.
I have to do no such thing. I'm the goddamn storyteller.
He is God. Alright.
But apparently there is like a Jamaican thing, and Talawa is part of that phrase, and it means small but feisty. So I'm I'm guessing that means it's either small or feisty. I don't know which one though, because it doesn't really translate it directly.
Strong, fearless, and not to be underestimated. Apparently that's what it means.
What it really means is we'll hold your head under the water while you drown.
Oh God's my.
So, Devil, what are you doing at this moment?
Oh, Zach is just, feet up on the table, leaning back, looking around the tavern, trying to see what's going on.
Everald's going to come up. Is this seat taken?
Nah, it seems to be right there.
Everald takes a seat next to you.
He stands on the table.
That's right. Starts dancing.
Is this seat taken? No. Okay, I'll get on the table now. I was only asking for a friend.
So, what is a handsome stranger like you doing hunting monsters?
Pretty much try to have a good time, do the right thing, all that sort of stuff. Also, there's plenty of booze and women in the job.
You never know what pleasures you might find in the wasteland.
Right? This place is a party. I mean, why wouldn't I show up?
This place is just sin. You hear me color crash below the table.
Man, he has good ears.
The tables aren't that far apart, and I don't imagine there's a lot of conversation going on that I wouldn't be able to hear you right across from me.
But are you telling us that you then, Cappy, proceeded to yell back at us?
I'm going with
Just enough
yes.
so you can hear me, not overly loud, just enough so you can hear me. He called back. He didn't do it any louder than needed for you to hear, because they didn't want it to come out as a yell.
Cappy speaks loudly.
He is accosted by the patron.
That loud, only as loud needed for Devil and the other to hear him.
No,
louder
Cappy,
than that.
I realize that my tavern gives you the illusion that no one's really here. It's because I need to build some more NPC tokens. But there are actually people here.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't say that then. I'm sorry. I thought that.
Nope, roll with it. Roll with it.
You know what? Yeah, roll with it. Fuck it.
Fuck it, we're doing it live. Come on.
That's right, I love
Yeah,
that.
roll with it. Fuck it.
So yeah, Cappy's yelling at us. I look over at you. If you're going to talk like that, come over here. You're gonna hurt my voice cords.
Oh, be kind. He's used to preaching to people who don't want to hear him.
I'll move over. I'll take my drink with me. Sorry for yelling. Wanted to make sure I was at least heard.
From across the room.
Well, just from the table over there. I mean, it's somewhat loud in here, but I still did actually hear that. I mean, according to the map, the tables are pretty close by, so I'm assuming they had to have heard at least something. Full or not.
That's actually one of my questions about this group is why the Catholic priest?
I had to pick something, and that's kind of what I went with. Because I was picking a cleric, and I had to pick a
character, Cappy.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought that was a character. Why a Catholic priest? Why not?
What?
I mean,
At
Oh
the
my
time,
God.
beggars couldn't be choosers. Children were being taken by dark minions, and we needed somebody of the light.
so you picked a Catholic priest.
The only priest we could find.
I suppose they are children magnets.
Oh goddamn!
With the world gone to chaos, We are needed now more than ever.
Cappy has the most selective attention.
I was responding to the last thing was I heard the other thing, but I wasn't sure how to respond to that. So the more explanation.
Cappy,
can't figure it out.
Cappy, don't explain. Keep in character.
Anyway,
But he's nowhere near as handsome as you. I wish we had found you first.
I was held up. See, there was this lovely little lady on the road that needs some help, and well, you know how things go.
I do know how things go.
Yeah, she turned out to be a monster, and I had to kill her.
Aren't those the breaks?
They are.
Suppose at this time, I grab my companion over here and head over to the table where it seems like the rest of the group is gathered.
So Kyle grabs you and tries to pull you over to the table, Laura.
I don't fucking grab her. I just I nudge.
You're mine.
I've laid claim. I'm gonna start probing you for questions.
I knew it was not any goddamn flattery to be the last gentleman.
So what do you do, Laura? Do you go with him?
Yeah, if he's being like polite and gentle about it, you know, that's fine. I'll look around to. I'm assuming you're like pointing or motioning towards them.
Yes.
I'll follow to where you're pointing and see that the rest of our group is there and willingly come along.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my feet propped up on the table, leaning back in the chair.
That's fine. No one gives a damn about that. This is New Orleans. Somebody probably had sex on that table earlier.
Probably.
They probably just had sex on the floor.
yeah, you see Cal just trying not to hear about the sex and stuff. He's got just, I don't want to hear that look on his face.
No, I'm having fun with it. Anyway.
You realize his character's name is Kyle, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck! Goddamn! Okay.
Yeah, my character's got that look on his face. It's like, I don't want to hear this shit. He's just shaking his head like...
We always don't want to hear about what we can't have, huh?
I've come to terms with it long ago.
It's not what your eyes say.
That does not mean I want to hear about somebody being laid out on a table having sex. That is just not right.
Procreation, there's nothing wrong with procreation. What's wrong with you?
I didn't say that I have sex, but having
He's
it on
religious.
a table, just no. I get this somewhere private where it belongs.
Anyway. Sorry for just kind of jumping into the conversation. What's going on?
I was just discussing with our handsome new friend how glad I was he's here now.
And then we were talking about why a priest was along with us.
Talawa leans close to Everald. Oh, you're not replacing me, are you? I thought I was your favorite.
Of course I'm not replacing you. There's always room for more. Say it again, sorry.
She plops down on his lap. And then she, like, slaps the other leg, the one that she's, like, because she's just sitting on, like, one leg, and looks at, which one is Deviled Zach?
Yes.
Is that right? And looks at Zach and is like, there's always room for more.
Now we're talking.
but there is a job to be done before any of that.
It's always the job. Alright, what do we got?
Well, what we learned when we managed to defeat those who were taking the children is that they are direct servants to the Wraith King. Anybody who wants to now can make a learning check to see what they know about the Wraith King.
$21.
One day. Oh, that was devil. God damn it. I got 18 though.
She don't know shit.
That's not true. She might know something that's wrong.
Alright, 1 second.
He has 16 tentacle penises.
I will be typing to each of you in Discord what you know.
Oh, so one to go with that. I didn't realize that. Ooh.
Yeah, that's why I said she don't know shit.
I didn't know it was her D6 rolls with that. Otherwise, stuff I wouldn't have mattered much. Oh, it's a D8, not D6 there.
I was just like thinking for a second, maybe I should bolster this, and then I realized my fucking form would drop, and then I would just be sitting here all teched out in the middle of a town. Just no bueno.
Alright, it's in Discord for you guys. Feel free to role play it off how you want.
Okay. The Wraith King? Seems like a lot to chew, considering he's... I mean, that's a servant of death. Why do we need to get involved with something like that right now? I mean, don't get me wrong. I relish the opportunity to get a little bit more information, but I just met you people. And really, the only reason I'm sticking around is because there's useful assets here.
So you're saying you're okay if this king decides to use more children for whatever plans he has for them? Perhaps kill them or whatever he has plans?
Perhaps we saw. Remember how many bodies of children were there? So many.
Yes. I do not want to see anything like that again. It was heartbreaking.
One, I never made it to the town because, unfortunately, you lovely group of people kind of caught me with my pants down when your friend over there waltzed into me, and I had really no choice but to reveal myself.
I would like to point out that I have not taken your pants off, nor have you revealed yourself yet.
I just start laughing.
I like point my finger kind of with my mouth open, but it's just like I just realized he got me on a technicality. It's just like, okay, I'll let him have it.
Once you accept it, Talawa winks at you.
Well, regardless, as unfortunate as that may be, it's suicide to run at a force that's infinitely stronger than you.
Sounds like fun.
That is why we must prepare before we go. Make sure we are ready.
I will do this under the stipulation that I get to drag back some of your bodies.
You want to drag back our bodies? No.
Once I'm dead, you can do as you please. But don't
Yeah,
fuck
so-
it, that's gross.
I'm not gonna fuck a corpse. No. I need the DNA.
Yeah, no.
You're going to give that corpse DNA?
But,
Make
no,
a deposit.
damn it, you savages. I just like start whispering this out loud.
Just gonna put you right next to the Catholic priest.
No, he can stay far away from me.
Information. It's genetic information. Oh, right. You guys don't have schools.
What are
I
you talking
beg your
about?
pardon.
I learned many things in my childhood.
For example,
If you separate a vampire's head from its chest, it will die.
That is true.
If you burn a werewolf enough times, it will die.
They'll probably die.
Well, that is true. Except for those weird fire creatures. Try burning them to death.
Well, yeah.
In regards to the werewolves, wouldn't it be more efficient just to have silver bullets?
Do you know that, Cappy?
roll learning.
Also,
I don't think it would be common knowledge for that, wouldn't
Yes,
it?
it would be a learning. And go ahead, Laura.
I was just gonna say not only that, but well, I guess part of it would be
roll it.
issue of supplies.
Yeah. That was already common knowledge. I'll roll it. I'll go with it. Nope.
He also don't know shit.
Here, I will roll a learning for Everald to see if he knows about silver. Laura, you may make the difficulty for this. Go ahead, Laura. Well, or actually, I know I succeeded. You told me my difficulty. And there is also silver for werewolves. Very hard to find though.
Can I make a learning just to see how high I get this thing?
I don't care. Not much better than me.
That sounds like something to keep in mind, though. On the off chance we do manage to encounter materials
You
to
the
make
difficulty,
those.
though, Kyle. So yes, you know about silver as well.
Right.
I mean, I know about it. You guys just told me.
I know. Now it's a logic check for Devil. So I say I've learned some things.
That's fair. Nothing beats practical knowledge in that regard when it comes to survival.
Knowledge is power, as I say. I will agree with that.
Damn right. Anyway, so given that you are on this essential suicide run, what's the plan of action?
We were told there might be some people here who know how to find the Wraith King's fortress. If we can get to the fortress, then we can try to attack.
So where is this contact you speak of?
Unfortunately, we do not know. That's why we're basically here gathering information, hoping to find him.
Let's see. Well,
All of a sudden, you guys start hearing really loud music outside.
Sounds like someone's having a party.
And as you start hearing that, the music inside here starts getting way louder.
Oh, it's a party off.
I'm not even sure I want to know what's about to happen. It'll be something no good, that's for certain.
The taverns are about to start having their little standoff here.
what?
I
All right. Curious, I guess. I just tried peeking out one of the window. One of the window.
Go ahead, Laura.
Things are probably about to start really bumping over there. They're gonna want to try. They probably see all of us in here trying to get us to go over there. They like to go back and forth like this, trying to steal each other's customers.
As she's saying that, some patrons are actually getting up and leaving to go to the other bar.
I mean, is the service better? Is the drinks better? What's... They play loud music.
I mean, not really. It's just another bar across the way, but they're making it look and sound bright and exciting. So, you know, like flies to the flame. Moths to the flame, sorry.
Okay. Well, I guess that's fine.
All right. Well, while that's all fine and dandy, I've been traveling for a while, and I am more looking forward to a rest. So perhaps we should meet where again?
A woman comes walking up to you, Kyle.
Yes.
She's dressed rather scantily. Looking to relax after a long travel?
I kind of chuckle, just like, I appreciate the offer, but I'm looking for a bed for one this evening.
Must be gay.
I just
Dark.
I just kind of look at her as like, fucking asshole.
She goes walking off.
I'm actually just heading up to the room so I can do some repairs.
Okay, go ahead, Laura.
I was just gonna, like, tease you and say, hey, no one's gonna judge you if you want to enjoy your night.
I'm tired and I have work to do, so I'll meet with you at the tavern, I suppose, later.
Thanks for those specifics.
Well, I suppose there's room and board here. Otherwise, you wouldn't have taken me here, you know. So, unless there's something else that's a little bit more private or has better bedding, I'm just gonna go where you show me.
Well, I realize that you probably meant this tavern, but, you know, a time besides later would probably be helpful for the rest of us, so we know exactly which later you mean.
I will be here. So,
I believe what he's really saying is he's going to stay in his room while we do everything.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just head out when we're ready. I mean, he said he's gonna be here. I guess this is where he's gonna stay until whenever he decides to announce when later ends. But we'll do our own shit. As for the rest of you, I'd like you to know that I will be ready at approximately 7 in the morning. To meet
Oof.
you.
All right. I will make sure I am awake and ready myself at that time.
Yeah, someone's probably gonna have to wake me up.
I hate the mornings too.
Oh yeah.
Well, you'll have my
Morning is the
beautiful
perfect
face
time
to
for
light your
prayer.
way.
More light?
I'm sorry. To bring shadow and comfort you.
That's better. So, alright, sounds like everyone is getting rooms which you can't afford. And resting for the night.
Which we can't afford?
No, you can afford it.
Okay.
Can't.
It's like, fuck.
It sounds like many people misheard me. You can afford it. This is not too rich for your blood.
Cool.
Alright.
So what are the party goers doing? What are the party goers doing? Well, I'm taking care of my own shit.
Well, for Talawa, she's going to turn towards Everald once they're close to their rooms and has, kind of her brow furrowed, like she's feeling, worried, or looks kind of worried, and looks towards Everald. Everald, please come hold me tonight. I can't shake the images of those children out of my head. I don't want to be alone.
Very well. Well, that's how I responded before, too.
And with that, she's just gonna rest for the night, not really doing anything, just talking with Everald.
Yep.
Kyle's not going to go to bed immediately. Once he gets up to his room, he's going to kneel down by the bed and say a prayer before he goes to sleep.
I want to hear your prayer, Cappy.
You would.
Come on. I actually want to also hear the conversation that you two are having, too.
What to? Up to them, I by myself.
Yes, them.
Anyway, my prayer is, God, how do I start this? God, grant me a peaceful night's sleep and allow me to wake up rested and ready for the next day to take on whatever may come my way, and protect me and my fellow travelers in our journey. Amen.
Alright. Before next week, I would really like someone to send Cappy a Wikipedia page on Catholicism.
Yeah, most agreed.
Was that not a very good prayer or something?
There's just certain ways they do prayers, Cappy. I don't know them because I am not personally Catholic, but Laura does.
I help you out, Kathy.
I'm Catholic Orthodox. I don't really go to church much, but
Clearly. Because I'm pretty
Really?
sure the Orthodox do all those things too.
I didn't say they don't. I'm just saying that's what I am. My grandmother went to church religiously every Sunday.
The problem with that, Cappy, is that her knowledge does not just transfer to you. But it's alright, Cappy. We'll help you before next game session.
Cool.
Anyone else doing anything before they go to bed?
I mean, I'm gonna investigate those ladies of the night, since they all seem to be offering themselves to everyone but the handsome guy.
Well, yeah. They don't expect you need to pay for it.
God damn!
But you can go approach a hooker. Go for it, Devil.
Oh no, I'm not approaching them. I'm just watching them because I'm curious now.
Okay.
You just want to see who actually has to pay for sex. I mean,
Yeah.
jeez.
So yeah, you see a slew of old and ugly men paying for sex.
Remember, I was an old man, so...
I just had to clarify because there was something hinky going on there. Just
So, alright then. Kyle, you said you're doing repairs. Do you need to make any rolls for these repairs, or are they just roleplay repairs?
Just out of curiosity, would you allow for crafting to go over to stop and then continue, or does it have to be continuous?
Are you asking me if you can start crafting something, put it down, and then pick it up later?
Yeah.
It would depend on the item,
Like
but...
a clay, something made out of clay, like if you're doing like, you know, what do they call those? The pottery wheel things? Like, it would not make sense that you could, like, just put that, well, I guess you could add water to it, can't you, or something? Maybe that's
No, I
a good
understand.
example. I was thinking, like, something that would, like, harden over time or whatever, where there is a time-sensitive element to it.
For you, Kyle, I would say the mechanical things, yeah, you could pick up and put down. Things that are chemical, probably not.
That's understandable. Okay. So I'm going to work on starting to repair my I guess you could say my helmet, or at least the augment for it.
Alright. So you begin working on that. So, 7 a.m. comes.
I get up, I get dressed, wash up as best I can, and I'll head downstairs.
I honestly haven't gotten much sleep, but I've been using internal stims in order to keep me up, essentially casting sustenance.
Alright. Roll for that boon.
Oh, so he's a chem addict. Oh, lovely.
You don't know a lot about my character's backstory.
No.
He's not exactly comfortable falling asleep.
I'm supposed to learn about that eventually.
You heard me say roll for the boon, right?
Yeah, I forgot to code that one. I didn't get an opportunity to, so I'm just looking it up real quick. But here, I'll give you the roll. Oh, I definitely got that.
Yeah, you definitely got that. Everald gets up and pulls his hood over his face as much as he can to cover as much of his eyes as he can. Laura,
What?
you want to get up out of bed?
Oh, yeah.
You're the one who made the time of 7 a.m. after all.
Yeah, sorry. I'll wake up. I was typing up something. I'll wake up and, splash water on my face, you know, kind of, run my fingers through my hair and whatnot. And you said that you woke up, right?
Yeah, I got up and
Yeah.
pulled my hood way over my face.
Yeah, and, then I'm gonna say I'm gonna head downstairs looking for some food. Girls gotta start the day with some food.
Everall heads down. Devil, did you
Yeah.
just stay up all night watching horrors?
No, I'm probably like passed out on a table with a drink in front of me.
Um, realizing that it's hit 7 o'clock, I kind of dropped my work and kind of put it back into my pouch. And I walk downstairs and I notice that he's standing there as well as some of the rest of the party, and I just kind of give him a slight nudge. Still as the curmudgeonly old man, by the way.
Okay.
Is it morning?
Wake up!
Mm,
Come on. You got me out of my room. Let's get going now.
ugh. Another day, another party. And Zach would start to get up and look at the bottom of his glass like, is there any left?
Highs or lows, Devil?
Nuts.
Indeed, there is.
I'm gonna finish that shit.
Good
No
job.
booze left undrunk.
Alright, well, Everald kind of shuffles his feet along and moves over to the table we were sitting at before. And then he takes a seat while the rest of you stand there.
Well, suppose we should at least have something to eat. It may very well be our last meal, or at least yours.
I wouldn't be too sure about that.
I've watched far lesser creatures do infinitely more damage than I. Just okay. Never mind. Let's just get something to eat and get going.
Talala has like food stuffed in her mouth. She's like, yeah, okay, sounds good, but I gotta have a full stomach first.
Everald eats as well, slower than her though.
I mean, I like food. Let's get some food. And yeah, he'd just eat probably as bad as her.
Handsome and barbaric.
Boy, what have I gotten myself into?
Hey, if you're gonna have fun doing something, you might as well have fun doing it. Food is meant to be eaten. So at least, dig in.
I said that out loud, didn't I?
Yeah, it did.
Oh. Okay.
Note to self, when I move the mouth, I'm talking.
Exactly.
Be right back, 1 second.
So, alright, party, I assume you all finish eating, at least those of you who are going to eat.
Yes. Well, we need information, and we likely will need provisions. So, who wants to do what?
Who wants to do what, guys? He's asking who's gonna gather provisions, who's gonna look for information.
Be right back.
I noticed that there's a lot of awkward silence in this party, and I just, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna start.
Sorry, Kyle. Go ahead, Laura.
Oh, I didn't know Ryan pressed the button, or didn't press the button. Talawa is like, I'd rather look for information.
All right. Well, I suppose I'll gather some supplies. I need more provisions for other things as well.
I will go gather information with Talawa then.
Just make sure that you get enough supplies for everybody. We can reimburse you for the amount that you need, or I guess you don't know us so well. If you want, we can pay you up front as well, and give you an estimate of what we need. I don't really need anything special, although some more crossbow bolts would be helpful if you can find any.
Crossbow bolts. Got it. Anything else?
Basics of, food and drink and whatnot for me.
I need munitions. Do you know of anywhere that would actually sell that, considering you're a local?
Local-ish.
Yeah, you can. There are literally shops all over.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there's a number of shops. A lot of the stock is not necessarily fixed though, so I can't guarantee they're gonna have everything that you're looking for. And she's gonna name off. She's gonna name off a few locations for you and give you a general idea of where to go to get to them.
Did the static stop?
Yes. Okay. Alright. Arrows, munitions, food, water, any other unique needs, and also I'm going to need an advance, and I know you're just meeting me, so let me leave a little something with you in exchange.
I mean, I don't really care. I'll just kill you if you run off with my money.
You realize, okay. Corvus just kind of chuckles in his head. It's like she realizes that I can shapeshift and go invisible, right?
Well, no, she probably doesn't realize that because she doesn't know anybody who does that.
That's how you met me!
That is how you met him.
Well, okay, sure, whatever.
She forgot. She got really drunk.
Doesn't mean she couldn't kill you.
It's true, but I'd probably be far away. No, I'm playing.
Motherfucker, I'm not gonna give you anything. I'll go buy my own fucking supplies.
I'm just fucking with you out of character. Anyway, I take the money. It's just like, oh, okay. It's like, you can kill me, and I start gathering things. So I exit the bar and start heading towards the general direction in which you pointed.
Alright, so exit the bar and do that.
Boop, boop, boop.
Are any of the rest of you planning to look for information or food? I don't think it exactly makes sense if nobody goes to help him with the, or if somebody's planning to go help him with the food, that they don't go along with him.
I think they both stepped away from the computer.
I'm here.
I just got back.
Ah, well, Devil is back. Did you hear what she said, Devil?
Yeah, I could go help him out, though I'm just as new to the party as he is.
Very well. That seems to make sense then. If there's any extra information that you guys are hoping to get, you should probably let us know now. And then we can keep all our efforts efficient.
It does not sound like it.
Well, then, I'm gonna head out.
Alright. Everyone will follow you.
We'll meet back at the tavern tonight. Does that sound good?
I have left the bar, so I don't know what to tell you.
Alright then.
I would like to roleplay trying to get shit.
Alright, so head over to the shops then. There are several tents out here that are vendors, as well as actual shops you can go to all over the place. This is the market district, so almost every building here is either a shop, or a strip club, or a tavern.
We need to get information, right?
Yep.
Yep, you guys are gathering information. Alright, so I walk past on the road and I notice this little stand here that looks like it has some food on it. So I hobble my ass up. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Can I help you, sir?
Yes, sir. I was looking for some provisions for travel. I'm looking for something that might last a little while on the road. So dried food rations, some purified water. Do you have any of that, sir?
Yes, I do.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I need enough for, let's say, just to be safe, 8 people.
Alright. That's gonna cost you a good amount.
What? You wouldn't rob an old man, would you?
I would rob an old man.
Looks like he'd rob an old man.
It's like I say to myself, fucking savages. Anyway, well, how much is it?
That's gonna be 400 coin. Equivalent to a wealth level of, I'll say, 2.
It's a little steep. Well, how much for 6?
You planning to starve some of us, Kyle?
No.
I'm back.
Money on the food.
Welcome back, Cappy. Everybody
yeah.
left you.
Oh yeah.
We only have 6 people, don't we?
Actually.
Oh, alright then, yeah, you're right.
Yes, enough for 6 people with about 3 days travel.
3 days travel, man. You must really be confident that this place ain't far.
It's better to be prepared.
Alright. For 6 people.
Aye.
270.
Alright, I suppose that's as good as it's going to get. I begrudgingly hand him the coin. Well, that's your fault.
Alright. So, after you pay up, he gives you the supplies you wanted.
Yep. Alright, thanks. Fucking cheapskate. As I fucking walk back towards the road.
What are you doing, Devil, as he does this?
Pretty much watching. Amused.
Alright. So, Laura, what are you doing to gather information?
I don't think goddamn much way of gathering information, Laura.
It is if you're a Catholic priest.
Oh god.
Alright, so you're hitting up the marketplace.
Yeah. Just start kind of like asking around, see if anybody knows anything, or if I overhear anything.
Alright. Then you are going to need to make a perception.
I suppose I should figure out where I'm going to go to gather information, huh?
Mm. If you guys aren't going to talk, I will continue along.
No, she's about to make some rolls, like I just said.
I gotcha.
So, go ahead and make your perception first.
I just did.
21, alright. So, you overhear some people talking about an old man who claims he saw something horrible that he wishes he could forget.
Alright, do they say, like, where this old man is or anything
Nope,
like
they
that?
don't
No?
say anything like that.
Alright, I'd like to approach them. Oh, what happened? That sounds horrible.
Why are you so wrapped up? It's hard to see your face.
I got burned badly, and I don't like people to look upon it.
Persuasion, Laura.
She's got the
Deception.
leprosy.
Sorry, deception. You succeed. You can go ahead and describe their reactions and whatnot to your deception. And legend works.
So after she explains about being burned, was it a lady who was talking to me?
Yes.
The lady, like, touches her cheek and, like, gets a very, like, sympathetic look in her eyes. It's just like, oh, poor dear, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring it up. Please, I'm sorry. What was your question again? Is it okay if I go ahead and
Yep,
respond?
go ahead.
Oh, well, I guess I should apologize too. I mean, I guess I was overhearing your conversation a little bit. It was just perhaps a bit rude of me, but I was so concerned when you were saying that an old man, saw something dangerous, I think I heard you say.
Oh, just dangerous and horrible. He's been trying to forget ever since.
Oh, that poor dear. When Talawa touches her face, like where the bandages are, and she's like, when the accident happened, I saw some things too. I think maybe I could be of some use to him. Do you think you could direct me to where I might find him, or give me some information so that I can figure it out?
Persuasion with advantage 1. Oh yes, well, you may not like it when you get there, but he's at the Swamp's Jewel.
Here, do I know where that is?
Yep, you know where the Swamp's Jewel is. It's a famous strip club around.
No. Are you?
Yeah, I'm pressing the button.
Well, I mean, we all deal with things in our own ways. It may not be the most comfortable place for me to go, but a person in need is a person in need, no matter where they are. And she, like, gently takes the woman's hand and, like, kind of slightly bows. Thank you so much. I will look out for him and see if I can't bring him any measure of comfort if I can.
Yes, I suppose. And she goes back to her business in the marketplace.
So, with that, I am going to run off to find Everald. Did Cappy say he joined us, or is he just sitting on his ass at the tavern?
I think he's just sitting on his ass at the tavern, and
Okay.
Everald's right next to you.
Okay, so you didn't, like, wander off from me at all?
No.
Or, like, I guess, or I wandered off to you to go to them? Okay, well, then I'll just turn to you. Well, I think we have a good starting point.
Oh, sorry, never mind.
I agree. Plus, it won't be as bright in there.
Oh, yes, I'm sure you'll quite enjoy that area. There'll be plenty of people up for the flirting, and it will definitely be dark and scummy in there.
That does sound better.
I was actually trying to figure out what areas are left to gather information in, because it's not like you got pretty well covered the whole town.
No, this is just a portion of the town.
So that again, I was coughing in
This
here.
is just a portion of the town. I have a whole nother map devoted to this town.
Also, Cappy, you always have the option of just joining us, too. Or
Yeah,
joining
sure.
Kyle and Devil while they shop, since apparently they don't know how to shop around or haggle or do anything, right?
Yeah, I kind of came back at the tail end of that. That was kind of funny.
Okay. All right. I look to Zach. All right. Obviously, this isn't working in my favor. Let me find an alleyway real quick, okay?
Okay.
All right. Is there any alleyway that I can see nearby?
There is. You can go to the left.
All right. So,
Move to the alleyway. There you go.
all right. So I take a look to make sure that there's no one around.
And then you whip it out.
I just start fucking beating it off here. No.
Devil just watched.
Yep. Anyway, should I make a perception roll or anything like that?
Yeah.
Hello?
I mean,
Okay.
Zach didn't just watch. He took photos and then started posting them online. Look what this fool's doing.
So,
Oh, God.
you attempt to perceive if anybody's watching. And it seems like nobody really is.
All right.
But then a child comes walking out as you put down your guys. But this child is mute.
Okay. I'm just gonna fucking go for it and try to transform as quickly as possible without him noticing. I'm going to turn into a buxom lady.
Make the roll.
Is he doing this right in front of the child?
Yep.
No. Well, what is he looking directly at me?
Yeah, he starts clapping and shit. He just
Oh.
good time. But he's mute.
All right.
He can't tell anybody.
All right. So I do a little curtsy, and then I just fucking bail out of there as quickly as possible.
Don't let Cappy get this kid, oh my god. He's the perfect
I
victim.
knew he was gonna fucking say something. God damn it!
All right. So I come from behind the alley. And I just say to Zach, okay, let's keep going. It was like in my manly voice.
You are a frightening freak of nature. Did you know that?
It gets me around.
Yeah, I can see how this could be a very good party trick.
Question: is he staring at my ass as I walk by?
Probably.
All right. I walk through, trying to see if there's any places that might sell crossbow bolts or any munitions.
Well, take a look at the various stands.
I see that, but I was wondering if I need to make a rule for this.
No, not for this, seeing as I actually have a stand with bolts that I can see.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Is the shopkeeper male?
Highs or lows?
Let's go with my luck. Low. Yep.
Nope, it's female.
Fuck. Okay. Let's. Actually, Zach's standing with me, right?
Yeah.
All right. I kind of nudge at Zach to talk. And I kind of.
What are we
and-
wanting to get from her?
We need crossbow bolts, and I need shotgun shells. I'm gonna just act like eye candy. Hang off your shoulder a little bit. Don't make this weird. I will shoot you. And you're gonna ask the nice lady to give us a good price. Sound good?
Bro, I'm gonna let you know this is already weird, and you don't want to shoot me.
Don't tase me, bro.
Don't tase me, bro.
Okay. So we walk up. I'm kind of hanging off him a little bit, or at least just holding his hand. I'm not super comfortable with just hanging off of him. So Zach,
Yes.
address the nice lady.
Guess
Well,
who
good
showed
evening.
up?
Good evening, dear lady. I was wondering if you might point me in the direction of a merchant who might be able to sell me some munitions for crossbows and shotguns.
Well, you've come to the right place, sweetie.
Oh, have I now? Lovely. I am looking to buy a large quantity of these things.
Well, on stock on
Hello.
me now.
You know the way.
On stock on me now, we have about 5 bullets and about 7 quivers of crossbow bolts.
Ah, really? Well, exactly how much are you looking for these things?
Well, I'd say somewhere around the range of 900 corn.
I like kick. I don't want to say kick, but I like heel the side of his leg. It's just like kind of look at him, just like not that much.
I'm just gonna stare at her beside me like, really? Really?
Well, are you going to try to say something to bring the price down, Dim?
I'm gonna turn to the lady at the store and smile to her, and I said, I'm sad to say that is far too expensive for my taste. Perhaps I'll go find it elsewhere. It's a shame because I really could have used some, but that's way out of price.
Can I come walking in the
Alright,
shop?
Double.
Because I want to get crossbow bolts too.
Yeah, and I chime in. I did see a shop that was doing kind of a bundle deal. We could always try there.
A bundle deal.
Roll a persuasion with advantage from your attractiveness.
God damn.
So anyways. Well, I could maybe take the price down to 600, but I can't go any lower. Lost the accent. So at a 700, that's like the max end. Or did I say 600?
You said 600 before.
Thank you. So 600 is like the max end of wealth level 2.
So this would have to be a purchase on your end because I already made purchase with mine with MX level.
Yeah, so we'd not have much to do for a couple weeks.
Just a week. That's about it.
Well, remember that me and Laura will pay you guys back as well.
Right. So it shouldn't be that much of an issue. Just okay. That sounds like a good price.
So we got a deal, sweetie?
Yeah, I think we can manage that.
Alright, she starts gathering up all the stuff.
And like awkwardly whisper in his ear. It's like, thanks. I am still getting used to the whole interaction thing.
I mean, I usually just shoot them.
I just kind of like stare at him for a second, and I was just like, "Good lad," and I like pat him on the back and just kind of like create a little bit more distance between me and him.
So, you guys have supplies now.
Yay. Did you say I wanted to get some crossbow bolts as well?
Yeah, I got those, or he got those.
Oh, you got plenty? Alright, I'll
Yeah,
get
he
some from
bought
you then.
them out of stock, Cappy.
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
So if you want crossbow bolts, you best come to me.
I can do that.
Now, who's a good little pedophile?
Fucking, it's fucking just gonna torment him for some fucking ammo. God damn.
That's it wrong, man.
So, Everald and Talawa, what are we doing? Alright, then we need to head to the Swamp's Jewel. I'll be fine. Cappy, you want to join us at the Swamp's Jewel so that you're not just sitting around?
Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to finish dinner, so because we get into a fight, I'm not trying to eat. They just want to focus
Eat during the fight because people are gonna take their turns. So come on.
So we approach the Swamp's Jewel. There's a girl standing outside. She's barely clothed.
You poor child.
My.
Everald is going to go into the Swamp's Jewel. Well, the Swamp's Jewels, I forgot I made it plural.
Like, grab his hand and kind of prance in alongside him.
Okay.
Lay hand on me and just friendly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you enter. There's music playing, various gentlemen and such, with women giving lap dances. There's girls up on stage, swinging along the poles.
Right.
Yep, average strip joint, except for, you know, all the various people having sex in public as well, and so on.
Yeah, whatever.
Ain't no way my character would go in there. No. Fuck that.
Too tempted, Cappy?
Willpower.
He's not going in there. That's like a Dennis
I've been
in
clicking this whole
Oh,
time.
yeah. Oh, yeah. There's no one in there young enough for him. He has no interest there.
Man, y'all need to leave that shit alone for real.
Yep.
So, did we get, like, a description of this guy, too?
Nope,
I know
just that he
he's
was an
old.
old man.
Oh, well, damn. Then, I'm gonna say I'm gonna look around to see if I see any old men that look affected, I guess. Like,
Well, come in
stressed
first.
or whatever. I said that I grab your hand and prance in with you. Oh. Fine, jeez. Can you center me? 'Cause I don't know where we are.
I'm gonna draw a cross on the wall outside and say a prayer for the building to try to save the poor souls inside.
Please tell me someone punches him as he does this.
They do.
You're gonna punch a priest? Shame on you.
You're defacing public property. Well, not
Oh,
public
no,
property,
literal
private
cross.
property.
Tracing the cross with his finger, basically.
By the
Oh,
way,
okay.
one of the great features of the Swamp's Jewels is this rug with this giant golden alligator in the middle.
Are kind of dancing, not like a stripper or anything, but just kind of like dancing and moving to the music, and like I said, looking around to see if I can see any old men that might fit the description.
Alright then, so make a perception. Also, Kyle, how do you like my stripper tokens? Do they meet your level of stripperness, or do I need to make them more strippery?
I hate you. I just want you to know this.
What?
Oh, I thought you wanted me to hold down the mic when you snapped. Oh, you rolled an 11.
Someone pulls her aside.
Maybe I should take a
Indeed, Laura.
chalk or something and draw a
Somebody-
cross on there.
Some gentleman comes up and he pulls you aside, and in that brief moment that he's pulling you aside, you notice an old man with several women doing various things to him.
Okay, cool. Can I use this distraction to try to pick his pocket while, like, grinding up on him to distract him?
Alright, so this guy who grabs you, you're trying to rob?
Yep.
Alright then, let's see, what check is that? I believe that's agility.
I don't know. I was thinking it would have to be either agility or deception. I just wasn't
It's
sure.
probably a little bit of both, but we'll go with just agility for now.
Honestly, you could just give him a dance and rob him that way. Shit.
The point is I don't want to have to do that. I'm just making a quick buck here.
Straight 11s. Damn.
So, Laura, you
That's a
go
nat
to
one.
reach into his pocket, hoping to grab his money, but instead get so much more.
It's a big meaty salami.
Indeed.
Oh my, you got my salami there.
Really big?
What is it?
Oh, now we're judging size, are we?
We'll say it's a little under average.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's sad.
He's well under endowed.
No! Roll off of this to use the other hand. No, that doesn't really work.
Is anyone having deja vu? Because like the same exact situation happened before.
I'm glad I'm outside trying to save the
Being
souls of
useless,
everybody
not
inside.
helping with the quest.
I love
See?
this. I'm
My
glad
character's not gonna go in there.
I'm glad I'm outside trying to save all the souls who are inside,
Yeah,
so
you
that I don't
stay in the
have to
front
be
of the
inside
building
to
and
save their souls.
Kind of bless the building, basically.
Yes, now they're holy hookers. Congratulations.
The holy jewels.
Are they anything but? Come on to me.
I mean, I want to help with the quest, but I don't think my character would go in there, to be honest.
Okay.
I am.
How about this? Can I point you towards the old man that I saw and then try to, again, to, like, pickpocket him? Or
Well-
and am I, like, failed to the point that this
you-
just
you-
isn't gonna happen?
You're not pickpocketing him. That was a failure, but the story goes on.
Okay, great. I'm gonna start being super awkward then. Moving or, like, doing much and just kind of, like, slowly edge away.
Alright then, so you do manage to point it out to me, but you are going to need to try to roll to get away from him now, if you're going to try to get away, because you've now grabbed his salami, and he is quite excited by you.
So he's gonna...
The mystique of behind the bandages.
He's a real mummy's
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
Because
Yes.
I led him on, I
Yes.
deserve whatever happens. to
Yes, he's
me.
pulling a cappy on you.
Okay.
God damn.
You had to go
What
there,
did you
didn't
say I had to roll?
You're gonna need to roll an agility to get away from
Okay.
him.
That's my best stat, which is why I was really hoping that fucking pickpocketing would work out in my favor. Really?
Woo! There you go.
Could've got
You
it
fucking
right, though.
So, Laura, go ahead and explain how you managed to get away from this dude.
That's a great
Oh, God.
question. Okay. I'm gonna, like, start kind of, like, shuffling us closer to, like, somebody else nearby. And then, like, kind of, like, start flipping my hair around a lot. And then basically just try to quickly maneuver out of the way so that he glomps onto this other chick instead of me. Like, while my hair is all in his face, I can kind of, like, shift myself out of the way. And hopefully he won't pay close attention until I'm already out of the way.
Well, he succeeded, so you did this.
Well, oh, right.
Don't
Yeah,
say hopefully.
sorry.
You're matter
Yes.
of fact. You succeeded.
Yes, I am able to essentially, like, partially blind him by flinging my hair around for a little bit so that I can duck out of the way, and hopefully with the other chick there, he'll be distracted long enough that I'll be well out of sight.
And that's when he glomps onto the mayor's wife.
Then he knew he fucked up.
And that's how I got my revenge.
Alright, I don't got an old man token, so we're just gonna have a booth with a bunch of girls there.
I may eventually have to suck it up and go in to help out getting information and shit.
Kyle's just gonna walk in there with like fingers, like in a cross, like "Be gone, thoughts."
Nah, he wouldn't do that, but He would probably decline any woman that tried to come up to him to try to get sex from him.
I was gonna say, since I got tied up with that guy, I was gonna step in after you've been talking to them for like a minute or so, but that's fine. I'll roll with it.
Everald kept an eye on him, but he did not go up without you. So there is an old man there, and as you can see, a bunch of girls are here. Some are dancing around, some are just in his lap riding right now.
Sir, you are either truly a hedonist or you have seen some shit you want to forget.
Huh? Who are you?
Oh, just a concerned friend. I heard you saw some pretty terrible shit recently. And, I was wondering if there's something I could do to make that right.
I don't know what she's talking about. I'm just here enjoying the pretty girls.
What do I know about what you saw?
Nothing really, just it was something horrible, he said, and dangerous.
Can you click?
I've been clicking this whole
sorry.
time.
Sorry. So I think you maybe are surrounding yourself with people because you are worried that something dangerous is going to follow you. And now you don't want to talk about it because of that. But I can tell you that if somebody really wants to find you, you're not going to be able to hide under a mass of bodies or a veil of pretended ignorance.
Persuasion. Also, Cappy, you can roll a presence for what you're saying you're trying to do, which is dissuade people from trying to go.
If you're playing a priest, might as well try to do some priestly things.
Little boys.
Alright, Laura, you succeed. Go ahead and explain the old man's decision to talk to you.
A cold sweat starts to form on the man's brow, and it seems almost like he not fully sobers up, but sobers up enough to be reasonable, we'll say. And as the look of concern like passes over his face, it seems as if he decides that if this might catch up with him either way, maybe it's better to confide in somebody who claims they can do something to help.
So, I saw it. The Wraith King's fortress.
Where? And why were you in that area?
It's a travel through the swamps. And I stumbled upon it by accident. It was an incredible fortress, though. Manned by the dead.
As in an army of dead, or as in there were a few around there?
Enough to man that fortress. They guarded the wall, the insides.
So fully properly guarded.
Yes.
Okay, please continue.
In the swamps. I want to say it's to the north, so it's going to become that now. To the north. There is a large fortress with a wall. That is the Wraith King's fortress. I do not know how to get in, but I also could not get close, could not get beyond the gate.
Were you trying to?
Well, I didn't know where I was at first.
I see. So they didn't pursue you outside of the gate then?
They did not. I was chased off. Luckily dodged their arrows. Skeletons aren't very good with bows, apparently.
You tend to be a bit stupid. Lucky for you that it was only skeletons there. It's much worse undead.
Yes. Yes. Well, unless you need something else, I'm going to go back to what I was doing.
Did you see any gate?
I saw the gate. I couldn't get through. The guards came.
Okay. Do you have any tips to direct us to actually find that gate so that we might be able to start close to there if that's what we choose to do?
It is a few weeks travel north.
Are there any landmarks or anything to help?
It's a swamp. What are you expecting to see but a large fortress in the middle of a swamp?
I guess I assumed it would be more hidden if it hasn't been stumbled on before, but
How often
Thank
are
you.
people traveling these days? It's dangerous on the roads.
enough that people know of other towns around and cities. I myself
That
have
is
traveled
because
around.
of the Umbra Stalkers.
Exactly. They have their own network of information as well. All I meant was that I was surprised. I thought it would be more hidden.
They rule these lands. Why would they hide?
Help avoid any problems from an uprising? I don't know.
They're not worried about an uprising.
Well, yes, a lot of rulers aren't, and a lot of times that's their downfall. But
You are going to
It's no
bring
matter.
trouble to this town. I'm not talking to you anymore.
oh, all right then, go back to your whoring and your drinking. I'm sure that'll really end well for you.
Better than what you're about to bring.
She's just gonna walk off.
Alright. Everald will follow, shuffling along. Alright, party. What are you doing? We've gathered supplies, we've got information. Cappy rolled a 15 presence. He dissuades some business. That hooker is very pissed.
Oh well. My guy's mind is he had a few souls from sin.
The hooker's gonna walk up to Kyle. Hey! What the fuck you think you're doing? I'm trying to make some money out here.
I'm trying to save some of these souls from sin. What does it look like I'm doing?
Why don't you do something more useful? Look at what's around you. There ain't no fucking God. Get out of here.
To those who deny the God's presence, you see around you. Let me test again. You see around you what happens when you deny the Lord's presence.
I'm still fucking standing here, aren't I? I said get out of here. I don't think an owner's gonna like it if you're standing out here driving business away.
When my companions come out, I will leave.
I wasn't asking. I was being polite. I think you need to get the fuck out.
And that's when Cappy got all his friends ousted from the strip club.
Yes.
I am waiting for my companions. If I leave now, they will not know where I have gone.
Yes, they will.
She's gonna start, like, pushing a finger into your chest. Look, you're gonna start causing yourself some trouble, and to be honest with you, I don't think I even need to get the owner. I'm pretty sure I could take you myself.
You got called a bitch. I'm just translating.
Yeah, I'm aware of this. I just kind of step my gun and look at her.
Prostitute.
My dear, I do not wish to do harm to you, so please leave me alone.
You are doing harm to me. I gotta fucking feed myself. I don't have no fucking church to feed me. I don't see you guys handing out bread to us fucking prostitutes. All you do is drive away my business so I can't feed my kids.
If you have children, you should be doing something more than whoring yourself out. What example are you setting for your children?
I don't have a shop. I can't get hired. What am I supposed to do? Are you gonna pay me to raise my kids? You gonna give me a job, priest man?
Your move, holy man.
Oh my god, give her a job, Cappy.
Goddamn!
What was that, Finn? They try to calm her down, is that what you said?
I said, oh my god, give her a job, Cappy.
I suppose you try to get her a job
You
at his church doing something.
There's no church in this town.
At his church, because she'd have no way of traveling there. I wouldn't think. Not safely,
Expect
anyway.
me to drag my kids across the swamps? You think you know how to fucking tell me how to raise my kids and you tell me to take them out in the fucking swamps? Who the fuck are you?
I never said to take him out into the swamp.
Well, I don't see no fucking church in this town, do you?
Perhaps one should be built. This town surely needs one.
Yeah, well, you holy men got a stick up your ass and you up and left us.
The church people here just left you?
Do you see a fucking church?
What's really
I am
great?
shocked by this.
What's really great
I
is
may
that
have
they're
to
leading
make
a side
amends for
quest.
this. Indeed. He's got to make amends for this.
Well, you ain't making fucking amends standing here driving away my business. Unless you're handing me some gold right now, I am still not going to be able to feed my fucking kids.
I'll take out some gold and hand it to her.
How much do you give her?
I'm not sure much. Maybe got a both of two, so I'm not sure how much actual gold it means he's got on him.
Up to 600.
Okay. I'll give her 100 gold.
She kind of looks strangely at you and goes surprisingly quiet for a moment. What do you want?
I don't want anything. You asked for a way to feed your children, I have given it to you.
Well, fine. I guess I can leave you out here, but at least try to stop driving away people.
I'll not. Very well. I'll respect your wishes in that.
And if you really mean it, that you think it's despicable that they left us, and it was, I'll tell you that, you fucking holy man. It was. That they just left us with nothing.
I agree.
But if you really think so, then do something. Because I'm sick of people coming by and saying, oh, pour this, pour that. But nobody does fucking anything. All they do is fuck us and leave. Literally or figuratively.
I am astonished that holy people would do something like that. It shocked me to my core.
Yeah, well, I don't have all night. I gotta go. Don't be driving off customers, though. But, thank you.
I nod, and as I have said, I have agreed to stop. I will kind of move way off over here and keep to myself and wait for them to come out.
I've rolled until I'll come walking out.
Alright. Make a notation on my sheet under notes that I got like, I guess 500 gold left.
No, you don't worry about that, Cappy.
About that? Okay.
Not how the wealth system works.
Oh, alright.
And it looks like Zach came walking up.
Yep.
All right. I give Zach a nod as he walks up.
Ah, I see this reputable establishment has been blessed by the church. I should go visit.
Indeed, and I found out something most distressing. The priests in this town that were in this town just up and abandoned them. Such a horrific thing to do.
Sounds like the church to me.
Yeah, I can't.
That is
say
not
that
what I have been taught.
I can't say that I've really experienced anything much different from the church people up here. They essentially decided that nobody here was really worth saving if we're going to indulge in such behaviors.
The church just needs to loosen up.
I mean,
Expand
I
its
agree.
horizon.
I understand that not all can be saved, but they should have remained to save those who were at least willing. Regardless of how many they got, they should have at least kept trying.
Isn't your holy book, doesn't it talk more about loving and taking care of people, not so much making them all believe the same thing as you?
Indeed, which is one of the other reasons I was horrified to discover that they were just abandoned like this.
I guess I misunderstood what you were saying then, because you made it sound like you were much more interested in converting them than, feeding them or clothing them.
Oh, no. What I meant by, when I said saving, I didn't mean converting, I meant basically helping.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that not all holy men are the same as the ones I've met before.
I mean, if some wish to be saved in that manner, I will not turn them away, but I am not going to force it on them or do anything to make them convert. It has to be their choice and their choice alone.
Well, I can't say I would mind seeing you do any good in this town, although truthfully, I can't say that you'd be likely to convert many people.
Even if you are saved, I would be content.
Well, I wish you luck with that endeavor.
Thank you.
Anyways, I have information now on where this fortress is. Although it's well guarded, we're gonna have to put together a plan on how we're going to get in.
Yeah, you were on.
Okay.
You guys heard her say that, right?
Yes, but I am not there. I went back to the tavern.
I know you're
Yeah.
not there. But alright. So, since no one's responding and it is time,
Oh, wow.
good job. Good job tonight, guys. Look forward to next Thursday. Please watch us and follow us on Twitters at Story Speak Guild and on Facebook at The Story Speakers Guild.
And
Good
for
night.
those of you who have watched, thank you. We love you. Please come back.
Yeah, good night.
Good night.
I had to follow my priest.